Okay, there we go. That fixed it.
I just fixed it. Ah.
Let's see. Desktop audio staff. Performance mode. What's it? Okay. All right. Okay. Now, hopefully, you should all be hearing me by now. All right. Let's get back onto the page I want to be on. Okay. Okay. Let's go right here. Now, everybody hearing everything good? All right. That's right. I do need the sound for that. Let's see. Where's the properties? Okay. Okay, that should be that. Dun 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 dun. Okay, hopefully everybody can hear me now. Hello, everybody out there. This is Dr. Freedom. How you doing? Like I said, it's just been a weird couple of weeks. So, like I said, we got a lot of stuff going on on Gallifrey, Lady Gallifrey side of the family. Plus, I've been trying to write the next chapter of Murder on the Chatanyu, and I found myself smacked with writer's block. Then to top it all off, just as I was getting ready to do some more videos for the Fallout crowd, just because, like I said, there's some people out there who like them, and then my game started, dumping its saves. I was getting corrupt save files left and right, and I was like, oh, Wonder Bar, and it took me quite a while to track down the problem. Plus, thankfully, I have like every game save file I ever made for this particular character, and I have them stored on the backup hard drive. So all I had to do is I had to go back like to be it's either beginning of June or end of June on my saves, and then I discovered, I think it had something to do with a mod called Homemaker. And I think that's what it was, is because I noticed it all went to crazy after I built an entire building using a mod called Homemaker. And that's when the save started corrupting. So I went back to just before that. And a lot of you people are like, what the hell does this have to do with Doctor Who? Nothing. Okay, but yeah, there's been a lot of sightings, a lot of stuff going on in the background. All right, now let's see. Tell me if you can hear this or not, because we're gonna play it. This shouldn't be copyrighted. This here is, of course, John Bishop.
Well, that's a wrap. That's the last day on Doctor Who completed. I'm just leaving the lot now. Nearly a year of my life, and I wasn't expecting to do it at all, and it's been absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't have swapped it for anything. I know you haven't seen it yet, but honestly, it's been amazing. Everyone's been great. I'm so grateful to them. I've also got loads of great material from it. Well,
okay, you only need to hear it once. Oh, so yeah, apparently he's done on Doctor Who as a oh great, it got the title wrong. I'll have to go back and fix that later. The title was supposed to be as Bradley Walsh returning to Doctor Who, and I could have swore I changed all this stuff, but I guess oy vey. Oh man, I forgot to change the title. Oh, well, like I said, I don't do a whole lot of live streaming and all that, but all right, hang on, we need a coffee moment, then we're going to launch right into this. Any questions, concerns, or anything like that before we get started with this evening's festivities? Okay, I'll assume everything's going to pot and we're going to get started. Okay, of course, over here on the Radio Times, is Bradley Walsh coming back to Doctor Who? I love this. Fans think they've spotted him filming for Jodie Whittaker's final episode. Now, it wouldn't be all that surprising. Graham was such a beloved character. Bradley Walsh did such an amazing job with that character. And, like I said, it wouldn't shock me to see him coming back for her final episode because, they're finishing up the Centenary special filming right now. So all this is getting put to bed. That's it for, Doctor Who. And it could be that's it for Doctor Who for a while. Because if the one scenario plays out, we're looking at about a 2 to 5 year hiatus. It could be Doctor Who's moving out of Rothlock and going to another studio. Been hearing all kinds of crazy stuff. It's not that the show's being canceled or anything like that. It's just, A, they had to find a showrunner who was dumb enough to take it. B, word is the showrunner who is taking it is backed up currently on work, which means that's probably why you're going to be looking at a small hiatus. Because the show, despite everything that, Nardhead and his, gang of bully boys and all that have said, the show is not dying. It is not in utter jeopardy. It has never been. For one, as I explained earlier, I agreed with somebody on an argument on Twitter. This show skipped a year back in before Series 10. I think that was 2016. And came back and did 5.5 million viewers. And one of them episodes was the lowest rated show of the entire modern era. And then they skipped the year before Series 12. And then they still got like 5.46. So around 5.5 million viewers. That, to me, what does that tell you? Oh, that's a huge loss. The Cuban song, that's good. No, that's called, despite the fact you've had missing years, they've dropped episodes. Like I said, we went from, remember we had 13 episodes in a Christmas special, and then all of a sudden, in the Capaldi era, one of them shows just magically disappeared. It wasn't announced or anything. Went down to 12 episodes in a Christmas special. Then next thing you know, the new regime comes in, we're down to 10 episodes in a New Year's Day special. And I think a lot of that probably didn't even have to do with Chibnall. I have an eerie feeling that there's been some nasty budget cuts. Because remember, things have been going on. A lot of people are going to streaming services rather than paying for a TV license. Why pay for a TV license when you can get on your computer, hook up your internet, and you've got a billion channels to stream from? Matter of fact, I haven't had regular cable TV in years. I'm not kidding. I've been watching, I got a smart TV out there right now where between Tubi, Pluto, and the only pay service I have on there are Netflix and, like Paramount Plus. That's because we like a lot of programs other than just, Picard and all that. We got a lot of programs on there we like. So it's like, it's just a, dog-eat-dog market. But I love the fact that fans think they spotted him for filming. Fans think they spotted him for filming. As a matter of fact, this will take you to the actual tweet off this page right here if you click on this. Fans think they've spotted filming. Hello? So yes, unlike the Catherine Tate thing, oh yeah, there it is. Duh, I could have just done that. Where yes, he was in the area. Matter of fact, there's some more photos of him. So like I said, it's not like it's going to be a big deal. The one person I know we can count on for not being there is John Barrowman. Recently, for a little while there, he had his Twitter account marked down to private. And what happened, and he was talking to some folks here and there, and it turns out, yeah, he's been blackballed. He's been blackballed by BBC and Big Finish. And I love this for shit he did back in 2008. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Stuff he's already apologized for. Stuff he's never done again. Stuff he did back in 2008. Going on 14 years ago this spring. And yet, he's blackballed. Which means even if there was stuff he filmed for the final special and all that, you're not going to see it. And also, he had all these projects that were coming out for Big Finish that are now permanently on hold. It's like, and of course, I have an eerie feeling, and I can't confirm this. I don't see the other stars hopping in if they find out John was blackballed on Big Finish. I would be the least bit surprised if they get a call from like Eve Miles saying, nope, thank you, have a good one. Or any of the others saying, nope, thank you. What? Because if you're going to blackball John, we're out of here. And it's like, that would also explain why they're suddenly bringing in all these side stories from nowhere. Like they brought back the guy in charge of the Torchwood Archive from the Satan Pit, Impossible Planet. So they're doing a thing about him. It's like, that would explain why, because they don't want the range to go dead. But no, we're gonna screw over the star over something he did almost 14 years ago. So I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if the rest of the cast told him to take a hike, unless they dropped the ban on John. Because they were a pretty tight-knit group. And still are, from word that I've heard. So it's like, I just can't believe they did this. They're still going through with this politically correct cancellation movement. And it's like, you can't do anything wrong, anytime, anywhere, and no matter how many times you apologize for it, you're hung. Ugh. Why don't we just bring out the stocks and get it over with? And throw them in the village stocks. Shame! No, then again, John would probably enjoy the naked walk down the halls going, shame! Everybody remember that bit from Game of Thrones? Oh, well. All right, so let's keep it moving. All right, moving forward. Okay, now, for you folks who like the photos you're going to see here, there's a few here. But the only reason I got this article after this one, because remember, a few of these are under John Hughes Evans' agency, these photos, and a lot of people are like, oh my God, what a butthead, because if you click on these, you're going to get watermarks, and they're like, oh, what a butt face, well, he's a total dick, they're an asshole, why did they do this? Because I have a friend of mine who's a photographer, and he's had a lot of great photos he's taken. And it's like, he didn't like to have to do it, but one day I had to sit there and tell him, you got to start watermarking your stuff. Because there were magazines like Daily Mail, Mirror, and all that were taking his photos offline and then using them on their publications. And it's like, wait a minute, you didn't even ask the original guy who shot the photo if he wanted, compensation. That's his work that you're collecting money for now. So I can understand why they do this, because if you don't, like, this is a beautiful shot here. I love this shot of Jodie with sunglasses. And there's, don't worry, there's a link that'll take you to this page that's called Welsh Rugby Pics. And there's like I said, a lot of good shots here. But like I said, don't count on keeping any of them, because guess what? Oh, by the way, once again, fans think they spotted Bradley Walsh on set filming. Think they spotted Bradley Walsh on film. Matter of fact, right here, Bradley Walsh and John Bishop chat between scenes at Grange Gardens, Grangetown, Cardiff, for what is believed to be the Centenary special. So he's right there. And once again, this reminds me of that story. Remember, fans think they spotted Bradley Walsh. Think they spotted him. I wonder who the blonde is with the mask. She's kind of like got a ghost effect going on there. But think they spotted him. It's like he's right there. Unlike the whole, remember the Catherine Tate, Donna Noble thing? It's like, folks, look, this was just your average day. And this was one photographer there and saw Bradley Walsh and nailed it. That night when they claimed, Catherine Tate was there as Donna Noble, there was at least a dozen people snapping set pics. There was a half a dozen people with video rolling. Yet not one person got one frame of her anywhere. So it's like, that's why I can't believe it. Okay, and here is, we know what side of the, pond Millie Payne is, but I'm doing this because I like the photos. And, all right, well, here we go. Let me give you an example of this. All right, And if you go down here just a wee bit. Was first said to have made the decision to leave in January, with reports at the time discussing a fall in viewership, which has been declining for 5 years. See what they're doing here? They're trying to put the fact the ratings were already down on Chibnall and Whittaker. It's like, what the hell? Really? Don't you do any frickin' rating? The last series of Moffat got 5.5 million viewers. I love how, like I said, they're all jumping up and down saying Jodie and Chibnall were absolute failures. Meanwhile, the lowest rated episode in Doctor Who in the modern era ever, probably of all the whole series going back to 63, is Eaters of Light under Moffat. And even then, we can't blame Moffat and Capaldi for that, because I think it was the World Cup tournament was going on that weekend. That was the BBC's fault. They should have known that putting anything against the World Cup tournament was going to bomb. That should have been the week you skip. But no, hey, I work for the BBC. I got an idea. I'm going to go pour some gasoline in a styrofoam cup, because I need some for my car. Oh, gosh. Anybody ever done that? I did that once when I was younger, and it doesn't turn out well. But it gives you a little bit better view. But once again, like I said, remember, these are, if you're going to use, this is Darren Griffiths, Hugh Evans Agency. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But I love, like I said, they're trying to dump the fact the show has been on the tail end since before Moffat left on, Chibnall and Whittaker. And it's just getting silly. And this is just a reminder, Doctor Who Magazine's out there if you want to go look at it. There's some stuff that's in it. And once again, links for everything is below, are below in the description box if you want to go take a look. But you see what I mean? You see what's going to happen? If this show does get canceled at this point, yeah, I agree with you, Paul. Yeah, ratings have taken a major drop on the BBC across the board. And that's because more and more people are watching streaming television. They're not watching TV on TV anymore. And they really got to dig down to get those figures, if I remember right. But it just amazes the crap out of me that, if I remember right, I got to go change the title on this after this is over. Because I forgot to do it. But the thing that's astounding the crap out of me is this. Oh, great. I just lost my train of thought. Oy vey. All right, now it just hit me. I was originally going to title the video when I did it. They're leaving. Why are you still complaining? And what makes me die laughing is somebody actually sent me, they didn't show me the video. Because I absolutely refuse to watch some of these jerks out there. I'm not going to give them so much as 1 cent of their money by watching the crap they put out anymore. I'm not kidding. Just the clips I've seen a lot lately, especially the rabbit from another cabot and, oh man, and the narcotic and all that. They're already claiming the next series is going to suck. And we don't even know who the showrunner and the new Doctor is. It's like, how can you know the quality of the program before it's even going to happen? It's going to be even more PC than this. That's why I really want him just to be a dick. I'm not kidding. If I was running this show, I would hire an American actor. Definitely female. And just to piss them off so they can claim diversity, a different ethnic background. I agree with what Eccleston said when they found out Whittaker had gotten the role. The BBC have gone as far as they can with skinny white guys in the TARDIS. I know I'm paraphrasing them a little bit, but it's like, that's the truth. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and then expect to get the same results. Sooner or later, people grow out of the show. And then you, of course, as you've seen, the BBC, did River kiss Joey? What? Okay, no, I don't think that's a real sign. But, like I said, it could happen. They could have another female in the TARDIS. Why not? As long as on set, actually, no, like I said, that one I've not heard if it's true. I'd have to go digging around for it. So, it would be interesting. Okay. Not a whole lot. Oh, but like I said, it's just an amazing thing. Yeah, I do agree. I think that, if they want to bring in another female doc, they can. Somebody was running around, they had created a fake Doctor Who Twitter channel and tried to make it look like an official one, and they were trying to say that Joe Martin was already picked as the 14th Doctor. I can't remember. Someone else was trying to claim it's all the Alexanders already been hired and it's been confirmed. Okay, hang on. Let's go take a look. Simon here says it's over there. We'll go look at it. Okay, hang on. Let's see. All right, somebody start playing the Jeopardy theme music because I can't do it because I'll probably get copyright struck. Okay, we've already what am I opening this for? We got this over here. All right, let's go over here. You see, you get sound effects too. Everybody else? Okay, so all right. GWSR. Let's take a look. Let's see what kind of garbage we got over here lately, because I usually don't use this hashtag anymore after it started getting bombarded. Okay, oh, that's from a while back. That's from September. Okay, all right, more stuff like I said, I don't know what you're looking at because I don't remember seeing that anywhere. Like I said, if anybody actually saw something like that, okay, I'll look at it. But no, I don't see it over here. Like I said, I think we're being scammed. Okay, hang on a second. Wait a minute. I will detail the scene. Is that River showing off another certain doctor getting jealous and catches 13 by surprise? It's for the Centenary and it's on a familiar planet. No, it's not. Sorry, fella, you've been duped. I recognize this photo. This is a couple of cosplayers. What they've tried to do is they've tried to edit this in with the other pictures to try to make... No, it's not real. Sorry. It's just I've seen that photo a billion times over on the cosplayer groups. So I know that photo by heart. You're right. That's not legitimate. So was it San Diego Comic-Con 2018? All right, thank you, Stephanie. Thanks for throwing out. Yeah, I know because I've seen it a bunch of times. So no, it's not real. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of that going on. The Return of Agador. No, that's one place I've always wanted the Doctor to go back to. They have on Big Finish a few times, and that's Peladon. And so, sadly, Simon, no, it's not a real photo. That's a couple of cosplayers. As Stephanie said, that's from, well, actually, no, there's a high quality version of it. What they did was they converted it to low quality and they dotted it up, trying to make it look like it was the real actors. So that was deliberate. They're trying to throw you off, you see. There's a bunch of pranksters who infest the DWSR hashtag because, get this, they do it in the name of preventing you from seeing spoilers. And it's like, if somebody's posting spoilers, you've got mute, block, ignore. You've got all these options on Twitter. So why go out and be a dink and screw things up for everybody else because you're a tight ass? I'm sorry. That's all it is to it. If you know somebody posts spoilers, don't listen to their stuff. Don't watch it. Yeah, I loved, Curse of Peladon, Monster of Peladon. On Big Finish, and like I said, this is just off the ones I've listened to. There was one called, I think it was a companion chronicle called Prisoner of Peladon. There was Bride of Peladon, and that was one with the Fifth Doctor and Perry and Aramem. Aramem was an audio-only companion. She was a quote-unquote pharaoh of Egypt from way back in the day. And I still think that they stole her idea, and gave it to Nefertiti for dinosaurs on a spaceship. But I'm not kidding. You'll see a lot of characters. What do we know about the Centenary special? That it's not airing till 2022. Most likely in the fall. At least I have to go back and read my notes. I'm just going off memory here. It's going to be feature length, which could be anywhere for the BBC. Like that 75 minutes is feature length. Dude, the Monster Squad was like longer. Ugh. But like I said, no sign of Peladon. I really love. They did bring back Alpha Centauri, and that was the original original person who voiced her back in the day, back in the Pertwee era, doing her voice, and that was an Empress of Mars. Yeah, it's spelled differently but I know you're going Nefertiti. I think it's Nerfiti. See, I already screwed it up. I used to be a spelling champion, so. No, the unit back stuff is real. That's been going on for weeks. The actual troopers, if you look around, there's photos. Also in the one, I can't remember the name of the building. But they had the unit logo down on the floor, and somebody snatched a beautiful photo of it. So unit is back. A lot of people were panicking over that, and I'm like, dude, big organizations go through audits and stuff like that all the time, and they never said it was permanently disbanded. I know, it's a weird name, but like I said, it was an audio character. Like, Care is, and... Yeah, Carriers was from the what was it? The Divergent Universe storyline. That's right, with Eighth Doctor. Oh, one of these days I gotta get caught up. I am still way behind on Big Finish. I did listen to the Ravager series with the Ninth Doctor. Like I said, that was beautiful stuff. So yeah, now I got to remember to go back and change the title of this stream because I forgot to do it before I hit the live button. All right, so here's the thing. Like I said, now we've got certain organizations going. What's his name was talking about Doctor Who leaving Earthlock, and I'm like, yeah, after me and 2 or 3 other people discussed it, because if it is going under Sally Wainwright, that means it's probably going to get moved out to Lookout Studios or under that production label, which means they're going to, and like I said, from what's being said, they're going to probably move it out of Wales for the first time since the new series started. And that kind of worries me because when they try to keep the same show on and then start cutting the budget, trust me, for any of you people who are complaining about Series 11 and onward, go watch the original Battlestar Galactica, 1978. Watch that series, and then watch Galactica 1980. Then I'll listen to you complain. Well, in my case, like I said, for a while there, as far as Big Finish audio goes, I was working 10-hour shifts for a while there, 5 nights a week, with an 8-hour Saturday thrown in. So I had all this time to listen to Big Finish. Because I had the same job on everything. So it's like, I'm doing the same thing like almost 100 times an hour. So after a while, your hands just kind of take over. And, so that way, you can keep your mind occupied with that while your hands are doing the work. And it's the same thing where I'm at now. I'm back on 8-hour days and all that right now. But still, it's nice to listen to a good audio adventure. I know it does take you a while to get used to it. I'm a big visual guy myself, but when you sit down and just imagine it, like I said, I'm not sure. I don't have the ADHD thing going, but yeah, I think Doctor Who is going to be going on a short hiatus, and it's going to be at least, like I said, the positive scenario was 2 years. The worst case I've heard so far is 5. But, the thing is, they're still going to blame Chibnall and Whittaker for it till the day it comes back. And even when it does come back, they're not going to like it, the naysayers. They're going to hate it. Because if they like something, it doesn't get as many views. Whereas if they get everybody stirred up, or as the quote, I think it was Spock who said, from history, it's always been easier to destroy than it is to create. So destroying something's really easy. Negativity is easy as pie. Positivity, it's like you got to be genuinely positive. And it's like, and even if they were, it's like it just doesn't attract viewers. No, they're never going to start Doctor Who over. I don't think. I don't see them doing that. Oh yes, Colin Baker's rating on Big Finish is 100 times better than the stuff he was getting on the show. Same thing with like a lot of the side characters. A lot of companions people didn't like Mel Bush. Her stuff on Big Finish is so much superior. So oh God, so brilliant. 10 to 50 times better than the stuff they gave her on the series. Same thing with other annoying companions people didn't like. I know Mel Bush, a lot of people just didn't get a chance to fall in love with her. Oh heck, like I said, there's a lot of different stuff they do with Ace now, and exactly, that's what he made. That's what they make money off, and it's more than just that guy. It's the bully and all the rest of those guys, El Peteron and all them. I die laughing because you got this kid who probably doesn't look like he's old enough to shave, his chin, yet he's calling himself an alcohol he probably couldn't drink. Ugh. Trust me, when I see some of the things out there that, I just can't believe it. Yeah, like a lot of people, I don't know how many people knew about this. Time Lash, which to me is probably one of the worst episodes of Doctor Who ever. We're talking down there with Love and Monsters, down there with Fear Her, in the Forest of the Shite, arachnids in the UK. There's always got your share of bomb. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sadly, Tony Selby just recently passed away. He played Sablon Glitz. I'm sorry. That's right. I was going to look this up, and I forgot it. For you folks who are fans of a third Doctor serial called Colony in Space, the actor who played Captain Dent passed away apparently today. He was in his 90s, I believe 96. So that, like I said, he was one of the best villains I've seen, on Doctor Who. Just such a sinister character. That's why I used him in. He gets mentioned on, what was it? Oh, God, I'm blanking. What Lies Beneath. That was supposed to be the Captain Dent from Colony in Space who found Drusilla originally. And one of the reasons he was so ticked off, and I forgot to mention it in the story, and I feel bad, but by the time he got around to Exarius, he got screwed out of his mining rights on Drusilla, which was another reason why he was kind of pissed off at the world, so to speak. So I was going to mention that in there. It was one of the reasons why he was such a dink. He was really ticked that he lost all that profit off of Drusilla. Okay, well, folks, I got to get it going because I got some other things I got to do tonight before I go to bed. Once again, I'm still here. I'm still alive. It's just, like I said, it's just been a busy couple weeks. And if I hear anything more and definite on what's going on with Doctor Who, I'll pass it on to you. Yeah, it was Billy Piper and Fraser Hines today. Billy Piper turned 39 and Fraser Hines turned 77. Now, for you people who are not old enough to remember, Fraser Hines, of course, played Jamie McCrimmon. It wasn't the kid actors. It's just, to me, the whole... Here is the problem. They're running around London. Okay? But here's what really set me off. Where were the other how many million people who live in London? Come on, you know how people are. They're not going to stay in their homes. They're not going to do the sensible thing. Come on. We got people running around in bikinis out on the beach during COVID doing the salsa. It's like, and you think some trees are going to make them? Yeah, it made zero sense. The trees grew to save us. Wow, the trees must have thought the dinosaurs were total a-holes because they didn't grow out to save them from the meteor. It's like, just like kill the moon. What the hell were they thinking with that? Oh, the moon's been a big egg this whole time, and it simultaneously replaces itself when it hatches. Who thought up this crap? I think it was Frank Cottrell Boyce, Frank Cottrell Boyce, or is it Boyce? Either way, something like that. Who wrote, Yeah, it's Jamie McCrimmon's birthday too. He turned 77 today. Him and Billy Piper share a birthday. So, I put those up on Twitter because that's the only reason why I remember. I put them up this morning. Oh, I know. We've run into Twitter a couple times at Chicago Tardis. And, well, like I said, Andre, I'm not going to tell you what to listen to. That's up to you. If you want to go listen to a guy who has oral diarrhea and it's all spewing out like acid and smells like something that comes out of your butt the day after you have Taco Bell, that's up to you. The Robin Hood one was at least funny. Okay, I got to give him that. He'll be plaguing us to the end time. Or in your case, 6 months. At least Robin Hood was funny. I got to give him that. I don't know. Like I said, it depends on which way the wind's blowing. I don't care either way. As I've said repeatedly, anybody who has the courage to step into that console room and take that role, I'll back them. I've backed everybody. I wasn't going to do anything different for Whittaker because her, oh God, I almost used a Stargate reference. Because her reproductive organs are on the inside instead of the out. And it was one of the worst, but like I said, it was funny. Okay, I'll give it that. It wasn't one of the best by far. Yeah, Kill the Moon, like I said, I'm like, what the hell was this crap? They even drugged that kid along. I'm like, and then she just kind of disappeared, didn't she? after that. It's like, pfft. Oh, well, folks, like I said, it's, like I said, they've all been based on talent. Nobody picked Whittaker because of the way you call it. Like I said, it's just also before anyone points the finger at Chibnall, I keep reminding them. Sidney Newman first had the idea back in '86 to replace Colin Baker. And that's the guy who created the show. So it kind of takes that whole Doctor was all meant to be male and tosses it out the window. Yeah, I love that. Like I said, I did love some of the bits in the Robin episode. Oh gosh, Robot of Sherwood. Yeah, oh, I said this, so I got to give it that. It has, I can still enjoy watching it. Whereas Kill the Moon and In the Forest of the Shite was just painful. And same thing with the Arachnids in the UK. I'm like, what was the end game on that one? It's like, so shooting the spider was wrong. But your plan was to run them all down a thing and gas them or let them, suffocate. What? Okay. Exactly. I don't care who's in there as long as they embrace the role and at least give it the college try. It's like, like I said, Wigger and Chibnall, they were given a bad rap from the minute they took the jobs. And I keep telling people, it's like, don't believe everything you hear. Just because somebody's the showrunner doesn't mean they have final authority on nothing. That's why I eased up off Moffat when I started talking to people who actually worked there. And it's like, let me see, felt like a Matt Smith episode. Yeah, it kind of did, didn't it? Plus, gotta say this, Jenna looked good in that dress. Oh, well, I gotta get going, folks, so please take care of yourselves and each other. I'll catch you on the flip side. Oh, that dude's shop was awesome. Yeah, I love being on the traveling TARDIS. It's a fun time. No, it's not like replacing Wonder Woman with a man. I'm not going to even get into that argument. Thank you for the $5, Frank. Yeah, I really appreciate it when folks, do hit the super chat button. So if you ever get a chance, please do it. It's not mandatory, but every little bit helps. All right, so take care, everyone. I have got to run. Like I said, I got some things to do tonight before I go to bed. So have a good one. We'll catch you on the flip side.